In this video, I'm going to talk about strokes. So I think these concepts may sound which is like something very new, but it's a very common concept in transactional analysis. So you may be wondering how this can be of use to you. It is very useful for our everyday life, I would say. So in continuation of our series on transaction analysis, we'll be looking into the very basic human needs right from the child. That is the need for strokes. So you would have heard about this term like strokes for different folks. So what is it actually, what is meant by strokes? So stroke is nothing but a unit of social recognition. So as a human being, we all would love to be recognized. So it's not only an adult need, it would have started even from the childhood. So Eric Burns beautifully used the term called hunger for recognition. That's recognition hunger when he talked about strokes. And he said the strokes can be of various types also. It can be verbal, it can be non-verbal, it can be positive, it can be negative, it can be conditional or unconditional. So even the combination will yield different kinds of strokes. So even before going to this complexities of the types of strokes, as the name suggests, is something like not very alien, which we every day we do in our transactions or in our communications with another person. So strokes can be thought of as a compliment or as just a head nodding or even looking at a person, smiling at them. So these are all like non-verbal, what I would say about smiling or head nodding, all these are non-verbal. As children, as babies, what kind of stroke as the parents we would have given them? Given them a nice massage and you would have cuddled them and kissed them. So these are all like non-verbal strokes which would have reinforced the child, the need, it would have given that need for warmth, it would have satisfied the need for warmth and love. So through strokes, we convey that you are important and you are recognized. So as an adult also, definitely we do have hunger for strokes. So in practical life, how I could connect this is, every day we are also doing certain things for strokes only. Let's take our social media, giving a photo or uploading a YouTube video and looking for a like. And this is called stroke. We are expecting someone to recognize us. But you may be wondering, why do we need negative strokes also? See, when we don't get any positive strokes, some stroke is better than no strokes at all. Because Eric Berne rightly said that without strokes, people do develop emotional problems also. So in order to save us from developing any kind of depression or emotional problems, we need basic strokes. And all our human activities are also, paced in such a way to get strokes only. But here is a complex problem. In this adult life, our ability to receive stroke and also to give strokes depends upon our childhood experiences. Isn't it very surprising and more interesting? So the amount of strokes we give or receive, whether it is positive or negative, depends on the amount of strokes you got as a child. So let's say your parent was very criticizing, you had a very criticizing parent who was always giving a lot of negative strokes to you, that you're not doing this good and you're not able to tie your shoelace, you're not good at this. All these are negative strokes. When a child is exposed to more amount of negative strokes in his or her early life, then there's a lot of chances that a child, when he or she grows as an adult, may look for such similar negative strokes. And also the child won't be capable of giving even positive strokes to other people. That's why we could see a daughter or a son of a critical parent again doing the same parental mistakes and shouting at their own children because they don't know, they've never seen a role model of how a positive strokes would look like. So this is like a very surprising reminiscence. So being aware of these kinds of strokes will give you open up a different avenue for you to practice giving and receiving strokes. When I was talking about usually about compliments in workshop, people generally find it so difficult to receive a compliment as well as to give a compliment. And I've seen many people saying that, ma'am, whenever someone compliments me, I'm not able to take it. I tend to discount it. So discounting is again yet another concept by Eric Berne. He says that we just twist the reality and try to fit into our existing way of believing and existing way of looking at things as what we learned as a child. Okay, instead of putting it this complex, I'll just tell it in a very simple way. Let's say somebody is giving you a compliment, and which is like a conditional compliment that, okay, you did a very good job. and you're working and your manager comes and tells you that you did a very good job. That's a conditional compliment based on what you do, right? So, but then you're not able to take this compliment as a compliment or as a stroke. You'd say that this guy really wants something from me. That's why he's going to fire me. That's why he's complimenting something. Like, we are not able to take the reality as a reality, but we twist the reality by discounting or redefining, and again maintain our existing ideas or belief systems that I'm not very good at work. So this is where the problems about receiving strokes come in. And also, while giving strokes, you would have seen some people always give negative strokes, or they don't want to give strokes also. So this is very demeaning as well. So as a human being, just ask yourself, how many strokes do you receive every day? Are you good at giving strokes also to another person? So it's a very good way of connecting to people also. And you'll be wondering, like, what is the negative stroke? Negative stroke, as I already told you, it's about criticizing another person, that you did a bad job, it's not good. And about conditional. When it comes to conditional, as I already said, it's about based on what you do, about the work situations and about the behavior, what you indulge in. So this kind of strokes are very important, because that's how we learn what is good and what is bad for us. That's like a constructive feedback. And what is an unconditional stroke? So when I talk about unconditional stroke, it may be about who you really are. For example, people would say that I like you, you're so wonderful. All these are the strokes we receive based on the existence of about who you really are, not based on what you do. Just an acceptance, an unconditional acceptance. So this unconditional stroke is also of two types again, positive as well as negative. I hate you, I don't like you. So this is like an unconditional. So people may wonder, even they are okayish to get this kind of unconditional negative strokes also, instead of not being recognized at all. You do exist, I just want to recognize you, so at least shout at me. So even as a child, you could have seen this kind of things, like when a child wants the attention of the parent, and maybe the child is not going to get a positive attention saying, no, you did a good job, or you're great, you're helping me out. Instead, when there is nothing happening, the child may yell, they may cry, he may go down to the floor and cry just for getting attention from their parents. So that is nothing but at least the negative strokes. Look at me, I do exist. So this is the kind of stroke as a child the child may expect. Similarly, when we grow as an adult, it is always good to receive positive as well as negative strokes, nothing wrong. But then when we don't have any strokes, we look for some negative strokes as well as in our life. And we try to, stimulate another person and trigger them to give us a negative stroke, which is not always good. So we need to be aware of our patterns. What kind of person are you? So today you question yourself, like, what kind of person am I? Am I good at receiving strokes? Will I be able to receive any unconditional strokes? And also there is one more interesting types of strokes, that is internal as well as external. So whatever strokes you receive from external, like from the outside you, that is from another person, let it be a family member or from your professional relationship or from your friends, it is called external stroke. Again, external stroke can be positive, negative or whatever. So external strokes are always good in various ways. It gives you a sense of self-esteem that you're good, or it's going to give you a feedback that you need to change something and learn the world. Okay, what I did is, when it is not getting reinforced, maybe it is getting reinforced in a negative way, probably I should not indulge in such behavior. When a teacher said that is not a very good assignment, maybe it's a negative stroke, but it tells you that I need to improve on it. So you're learning a lot of things. So that's like a constructive criticism, what we say in our environment, in a working environment as well. So next time when you look into yourself, just ask yourself right from the morning till night, did I give any strokes to anyone? Was it positive or negative? What is the kind of stroke I'm indulging more often and while giving? Is it positive or negative? If it is negative, just ask yourself, why am I giving more of negative strokes? Is it something to do with my childhood? So should I change it? So can I give more positive strokes, which can attract more of positivity in your life also? And when needed, probably you can give negative strokes, not a mistake, but not always giving only negative strokes. And also ask yourself, did I get any strokes today? From morning till evening, did I get any strokes? Is it conditional or unconditional, or is it positive or negative? How do I attract more strokes? Can I ask for it? Because as a child, you got a lot of restrictions from your parents, like don't do this, do this. So when the parents would have said like, you can't ask for strokes, and I do have a very limited strokes, I cannot give you. That's like conditional. So what happens is you tend to believe that I don't deserve strokes, let me not ask for it. But it's completely okay from today, please understand, it's completely okay even to request for the stroke. let's say like it's a bank. Stroke is like a bank. You have a stroke bank, and when you are running out of strokes, you always can ask people, why don't you stroke me? Okay, so it's nothing wrong in asking for it and nothing wrong in giving strokes to another person. This is how humans do enjoy their life, which is gifted to them. So I hope you would have understood about what stroke is. With some examples I've tried to give you, very practical examples, like, you did a good job, that is one kind of stroke, and you say like, you look pretty and I like you, and based on your work or not based on who you are, whatever kind of external validation we get from people, and this is a unit of recognition and as a very basic need. When people say, no, I don't need strokes, I just get it from my own self, it's not true. As a human being, we all need strokes. We are like hunger for strokes. And when I told about this internal strokes, we also have a habit of giving strokes to ourselves, which is good, like a positive self-affirmation. Oh, I'm doing a good job, great, pat myself on the back. So this is an unconditional regard, positive regard you give for your own self. That is also a very good practice. Similarly, you also can practice giving positive strokes as well as negative strokes to yourself. This is like internal strokes. Definitely when you're running out of strokes, you can also stroke yourself. So maybe you've been doing all this, but you don't know how it fall into. After this video, you would have got some understanding about strokes, which is a very important concept in transaction analysis, and it's a very basic human need. So as I started the video with, I'll be talking about the basic human needs, that is need for strokes as well as need for time structuring. So need for high structure, we need to structure our life also, about which I'll be continuing in the next video. So do catch me up for the next video on time structuring, which is going to be even more interesting. So take care, have a nice day, see you in the next video, bye.